Hi, my name is Nydia Darby of Nydia's Yoga Therapy Studio and the Open Hand Institute in San Antonio, Texas. Welcome to Seated Yoga with Nydia. The only thing that you have to do is breathe. These practices should feel good. If you can breathe, you can do yoga. What do we need in order to practice yoga? Well, for this particular instance, we need a chair or some firm, sturdy surface that we can sit upon. It's optimal if we can have our feet that are supported well on the mat or on the floor. I actually have a second chair because there are certain postures where we might use some support of a chair, or I have these, we call these super blocks, that might help me to put my legs upon them if I want to use them for a stretch. I also have a strap, and so for this particular practice we might be using the strap as well. You never know, so you might as well just pull it up close. So we begin our seated therapeutic yoga practice, first finding ourselves in a comfortable position, sitting, feet anchored gently but firmly on the mat. And in this position, I'm actually sitting with my bottom way back into this chair, and I've got my feet anchored, and I'm trying to keep my feet, my knees somewhat in the same direction, line of movement. And so let's just begin by settling. During our practices, we will be bringing our attention to the maintenance of smooth and rhythmic breathing. If possible, breathing with the mouth closed, breathing through the nose. And as you're inhaling and exhaling, there's no need to force or push. Just do the best that you can. Let your breath move naturally and gradually through your body. Remember, during this practice, if you need to take rest at any time, you may do so. Everything should feel good. As you're inhaling and exhaling, just notice the sensation of your body in this position at this moment. I like to close my eyes and just notice where my mind is at this time. I inhale and exhale very gently, feeling the movement of my belly and my chest expand when I inhale. And it relaxes, it falls as I exhale. And as you can at this moment, just continue to feel the sensation of your breath moving in and out of your body. You can keep the eyes opened or they can be closed. Just notice what this feels like. As you're breathing, notice if your mind begins to wander and if you become distracted. You start thinking about where you want to be or what you didn't do. Just notice that. And when you notice that you're thinking and you're not in this moment, then just come back to your breath. Now, I like to begin our practice with the sound of Om. I'm going to start with one Om, and then I'm going to follow it with a silent Om in my mind, using the breath. So here I go. Inhale. Inhale, exhale. Samastitihi, which is a Sanskrit word for return to attention position. For our purposes, our attention position is seated. Anchored through the feet, knees in line with the feet, hips as level as possible, sitting way back into the chair with your spine lengthened and long as you're breathing, the shoulders moving back and down, and looking directly at something that's not moving. Like this. We're going to inhale and reach the arms up, and exhale, bring the hands to your heart. And inhale, reach up, and exhale, bring your hands to your heart. And inhale, reach up, and exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach up, and exhale. Let's bring the hands now to your thighs. We're going to inhale, lengthen and open the chest, extend, and exhale, drop your head down. And inhale, extend, open the front side body, and exhale, drop down. Inhale, extend, open the front side body, and exhale, drop down. And now inhale, sweep all the way up, reaching. And exhale, bring the hands to your heart. Very nice. As we're sitting now, just notice. Keep breathing, inhaling and exhaling. And notice how you feel. Listen to the quality of your breath. And if you're breathing smoothly, gently, and rhythmically, then you're on the right path. We're encouraging the nervous system to stimulate the relaxation response. It's pretty amazing what our body knows how to do. We continue on with a few more movements. Let's inhale, reach the arms skyward. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, hands to the heart. And now inhale, reach up. And exhale, bring the hands down to the thighs. We're going to inhale, the right arm reaches up. And exhale, stretch over to the left. And inhale, the right arm comes down. And exhale, bring the right hand to your thigh. Inhale, reach the left arm up. And exhale, stretch over to the right. Inhale, allow that left arm to come back. And exhale. Let's do that again on the right side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, side stretch to the left. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, bring that right hand back down onto your thigh. Inhale, reach up with the left arm. Exhale, side stretch to the right. And inhale, come back. And exhale, very nice. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, side stretch to the left. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, bring that right hand onto your thigh. Inhale, reach the left arm. Exhale, side stretch to the right. And inhale, reach that left arm back and down. And exhale. Very nice. Now we're going to inhale and turn towards the left. The right hand comes to your left thigh. I might use my hand on the chair. We're going to lengthen the spine and inhale and exhale and breathe. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Very nice. Now let's inhale, come back center. And exhale, and this time let's turn over to the right side, taking the left hand across the body, and the right hand comes back. We can use the chair. We lengthen the spine, inhale, and exhale. We're turning, twisting the torso. Inhale, and exhale. Let's do one more breath. Inhale, and exhale. And now inhale, come back, and exhale. Very nice. Let's move back into our seated cat-cow variation. Inhale, extend, open the chest. Exhale, flex round. Oh, this is such good practice. Inhale, create extension. Exhale, flex round like an angry cat. Well, actually, inhale, extend, more like a surprised cat. Exhale. And one more. Inhale, extend, open the front side. And exhale, flex round. And now let's inhale and reach up. And exhale, hands to heart. At this time, we're going to work on the lower body. And so we'll begin by straightening the right knee and then alternating with straightening the left knee. So we're going to inhale, straighten the right knee, lifting that right foot, and exhale, dropping that right foot down gently. Inhale, straighten the left leg, the left knee, and exhale, drop it down. Inhale, straighten the right knee, and exhale, drop that right foot down. And inhale, straighten the left knee, and exhale, drop it down. Again, inhale, straighten the right knee, and exhale, drop it down. And inhale, straighten the left knee, and exhale, drop it down. Now, if you want to have fun, my kind of fun is a little bit different. We're going to coordinate using the arms while we work the legs. Now, you have a choice. You can just do the arms again, or you can just do the legs, or you can join them all together. It looks like this. Inhale, reach the arms up, straighten the right leg, and exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up, straighten the left leg, and exhale, bring the hands to heart center, drop the left leg. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale up, straighten that right leg, exhale, bend the right knee, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up, straighten the left leg, and then exhale, bring the hands back to heart center. And one more time. Inhale, straighten that right knee, hands overhead. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. And then inhale, reach, straighten that left knee. And exhale, bring the hands to heart center. And then take a moment, if you will, to notice how your breath is moving. Pay attention. Did you notice that you were holding the breath, or that this has you a little winded? And if it does, then take a moment. Just rest. And at any time during this work, you can rest. We're going to begin. You're sitting nice and tall, and as you inhale, and then exhale, lift that right foot off the mat and lift that right knee, and then inhale and exhale down. I'd like to inhale, and then as I exhale, I'm going to lift that left leg. Exhale, and then inhale down, and exhale, lift that right thigh. Inhale, right thigh down, and exhale, lift that left thigh. Inhale, left thigh comes down. Exhale, lift that right thigh. Inhale, right thigh comes down. Exhale, lift that left thigh. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, left thigh comes down. Exhale, lift that right thigh. And inhale. And then exhale, left thigh comes up. And then inhale, left thigh goes down. Exhale, lift that right thigh. And then inhale, that right thigh comes down. And exhale, left thigh comes up. And then inhale and exhale. Whew, and just allow yourself to settle for a moment. Remember, your eyes can be opened or closed, but just settle into your seated position. Notice if that action, which, by the way, may look easy, but it's really not in this position. That's one of the hardest positions, to lift your thigh off the chair. So it's good to get the strength gradually, but don't be in any hurry. Just do the best you can. Let's sit for a minute and just feel the breath moving through you. Inhaling and exhaling. Very nice. So our therapeutic yoga that we're doing seated is a very powerful practice, and the majority of our work is about paying attention to how we're moving the breath and how we're connecting our mind, our body, and our spirit. You know, spirit, the word itself, in many different cultures is actually the same word for breath. And so that's an important idea to understand when you're kind of wondering, well, you know, am I doing a spiritual practice? Well, are you doing a breathing practice? Are you doing something that connects you to your own inner being? Think about that. I know, lots to think about. So at this time, we can take either a chair, and I show a standard chair right next to me here, or I'm going to use these blocks, and I'm going to place these blocks right up in front of me. You could use an ottoman, something that's very stable or sturdy. And now I'm going to inhale, and if I'm able to, I'm going to bring that right knee and lift it up, and the thigh, I'm going to put my right leg up on the block or on a chair or an ottoman in front of me. Now I'm going to open up and stretch a little bit, push the heel away, make a muscle through this thigh. I'm going to use this strap, and I'm going to loop it around the ball of that right foot. And from this position, I'm going to lift my torso and shoulders, drop them back, and breathe. Inhale and exhale, 1. Inhale and exhale, 2. And I want to feel a stretch. Inhale and exhale, 3. Maybe behind the back of the leg. Inhale and exhale, 4. Maybe as I lift the toes underneath the plantar surface. Inhale and exhale, 5 of that right foot. And now from this position, as I inhale and exhale, I'm going to decide what would happen if I've got the straps really good and strong, if I lifted my leg up and did a little work. Hold and breathe. Not everybody can lift a leg, and that's okay. Breathe 2, but if you can, give it a try. Breathe 3. Breathe 4. And breathe 5. And now I'm going to let that right foot down and that thigh rest for a moment. And now I'm going to inhale and exhale and invite this right thigh out to the side. Now, how I'm going to do that is I'm actually going to either take my block out to the side a little bit, or just take my leg out to the side. Maybe you're holding on and feel a stretch. I could look over that left shoulder and breathe. 1. I'm holding on with the strength of my arm. Breathe 2. Just make sure you're sitting nice and supported in the chair. Breathe 3. Breathe 4. This should feel good. And breathe 5. And now as I inhale, I'm going to look forward and exhale. And I'm going to draw this right leg back, and I might cross it over a little bit. If I'm really feeling frisky, I'll cross it over a lot, but more is just more. So how about we just cross it a little bit? I'm going to use my left hand now and hold on and turn to the right. Inhale and exhale, 1, but putting that foot on the mat, on that block, really helps. Breathe 2. If you know you're getting stronger, you can hold it off that block. Breathe 3. Just find a position that allows you to breathe. 4. And breathe. 5. And now we inhale, we come back center. I'm going to bring my block back. Exhale. And now I bring my right leg back on as we inhale and exhale. And at this time, this knee is bent. I'm going to just drop over and notice. Maybe I still have my strap, or I might reach for my feet and just hold. Breathe 1. Doesn't matter how low I go. Breathe 2, but notice, feel a stretch. Breathe 3. Breathe 4. And breathe 5. Inhale, come up. And exhale, and now I'm going to do the other side. So let me bend that right knee and bring that right foot down. And now I'll inhale and take that left leg, put that left foot up on that block and or the chair, depends on what I've got. And as I inhale and exhale, I'm going to take my strap around and hold. I'm pulling and using my strength from my shoulder girdle, lengthening my spine, making a muscle through this thigh and pushing the heel away. And inhale and exhale 1. Inhale and exhale 2, stretching those toes. Inhale and exhale 3. Inhale and exhale 4. Inhale and exhale 5. And now I'm going to decide, really if you wanted to, you could lift that leg up in the air and hold on with the strength of your arms. Or you could keep that foot down on that block. Now I'm going to take both straps into that left hand and gee, look, I have a chair right there. So I'm going to put my left leg on that chair and I'm going to turn and look over that right shoulder and inhale and exhale 1. Inhale and exhale 2. Inhale and exhale 3. Inhale and exhale 4. Inhale and exhale 5. And now as I inhale, I'm going to look forward and exhale. And then at this time, I can take that left thigh, bring it back center. And if it feels okay, I'm going to take that left thigh slightly across my body now. If you're able to, you can take it as far as you want to. But I'll just go a little bit. And then I'm going to take with my right hand the straps, still energized through that foot, lengthening my spine and turning, looking over the left shoulder and breathing. Inhale and exhale 1. Inhale and exhale 2. Inhale and exhale 3. Inhale and exhale 4. Inhale and exhale 5. And now inhale, looking forward, and exhale, I bring that left thigh back to its relatively centered position. And this time I'm going to drop over, and I might use my strap or I might hold on to my feet and just let your spine cascade over. This is a stretch to the back of the thigh and the leg and your spine. Breathe 2. Breathe 3. Inhale and exhale. Breathe 4. Inhale and exhale, breathe 5. And now here we go. We're going to inhale and come back up. And exhale. Oh my goodness. You know what's so interesting? I bring that left leg back down. About exercise is that, we're not always encouraged or motivated to do it. It's like, quite frankly, for me personally, the hardest part is getting on the mat or getting on the chair. Once I'm there, I'm in heaven. This feels really good. It feels good to breathe. It feels good to just let yourself be and take a moment of quiet and reflection and just kind of feel the sensation. And even if the body's not moving a whole lot, that's okay. Do the best that you can. And it's so invigorating to the mind and the body and the spirit. And it's really something that you can do for the long term that can help you improve your sense of well-being. So I recommend it highly. These foot exercises are important because it helps to encourage the circulation to the whole body. The heart's pumping here, but it's having to pump blood all the way to your arms and to your fingertips and all the way down to your toes. So if you can, the feet can stay on the floor, or you could put them out in front of you like I am with my blocks here. And as we're sitting, if this feels okay, we're going to inhale and exhale. And as you inhale, we're going to dorsiflex and exhale, plantar flex. So I'm pointing and flexing the toes. Inhale and exhale. And if you're doing it opposite, that's okay. Just breathe. Inhale and exhale. Do the best you can. Inhale and exhale. One more set. Inhale and exhale. And now release that movement, that action. We've got another important movement, and that's inhale and let the soles of the feet face each other, and then exhale, let the soles of the feet face away from each other. This is called inversion, inhale, and eversion, exhale. This is ankle movement. Inhale and exhale, and again, inhale and exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale. And we can then come back to center, and we can add all of those movements together, and it creates the circles of the ankles. So if all else fails and you can't remember, was that plantar flexion, dorsiflexion, inversion, eversion, what is that? Just make biggest circles that you can in one direction, circling around while you're breathing, inhaling and exhaling, and then do the opposite, circling around. And you might notice that there's a little snapping and cracking and popping, a little Rice Krispies action happening in your ankles. That's pretty common, it's pretty normal. And you know, we just are hearing the tendons moving over the bones, and sometimes the bones are snapping, just kind of like people when they pop their fingers and stuff. So it's not bad, it's not going to hurt anything. It shouldn't hurt. All right, and then we can dorsiflex and plantar flex. And then if you really want to have an adventure while you're sitting with your legs out in front of you, stretch the toes really wide, and then try to bring the toes together. And then stretch the toes. And now notice how I'm doing this with my hands as well. Stretch, and then bring them together, and stretch, and then bring them together. Yeah, this is how we train the feet and the hand muscles. And we strengthen and create motion. And this is really important. Stretching, and now relaxing my hands down, I'm going to flex the toes and extend the toes. And this helps to bring blood circulation to the toes, and flex the toes, inhale and exhale, extend. And it's so important because this makes the heart muscle work gently, but it's really effective at reducing swelling to the lower foot and ankle area. And if it can, encourage a nice well-being and healing ability. For those of us who have challenges with diabetes or peripheral neuropathies, if you have nerve damage in the feet or in the hands, just moving them gently, just stretching them out, and you can do all sorts of things. And now I'm going to rest the legs a little bit, but we really can. We can actually do work for the wrists, and we can do work for the forearms. And as you inhale and exhale, we're just kind of turning palms up and palms down. Inhaling and exhaling, palms up and palms down. And there we are, and just kind of moving, and then flexing the fingers, and then stretching and extending, and flexing and making a fist, and then extending. And you can turn it around and get all fancy if you want to, and then turning, and just kind of figure out what works for you. We're moving. Inhaling and exhaling. Beautiful. And so we really can. There's all sorts of things that we can do to kind of encourage and honor the body. And I'm going to bring my right and my left leg down. You know, sometimes we've been up there for a while and it's a little uncomfortable. So good to move. We should move every day, just a little bit, 5 minutes, 10 minutes of movement. Even if you can't get up out of your chair, or even if you can't get up out of your bed. Everything that we're doing right here pretty much can be done if you were lying in bed. Just lift your body up a little bit if you can, and even if you can't do that, then you can lie down. And just breathe and see what moves and see how it goes. And there's no need to force or push. More is just more. It's not always better. But if you can breathe more effectively, if you can inhale and exhale regular and rhythmically, it's really great practice, and it encourages the body, the mind, and the spirit to just relax, and encourages the healing response, which is so important. It's good stuff. Okay, for those of you who want to do a little more work through the hip joint when we're sitting, if you have the ability, we can actually do what's called internal and external rotation. Now I'm going to use one of the blocks to elevate my legs a little bit. So I'm going to flatten the blocks out. And here you could actually use a couple of books or just something that's steady, or a small bench, and just put your feet up on there. And I'm going to ask right now that we we kind of widen the legs. The feet go out and the knees are going to drop in. And we're just going for a little bit of a stretch. And as you're kind of sitting here, feel that sensation of stretch. And then we're going to inhale and we're going to let the thighs go out to the side. And then inhale and exhale. In. And then rotate out. And we're just working hip socket, inhaling and exhaling. And just feeling the sensation. You can have your hands on your thighs. And you're just breathing, inhale and exhale, moving the thighs in and out. Just focusing on the gentle movements. It's good to move every major joint of your body. It's important because it really helps you to know how you're doing. And every day that you have the opportunity, if you can move gently, then you get to check in. You kind of give yourself your own checkup and go, okay, how am I doing today? So we're just breathing and moving, inhaling and exhaling. And now I'm going to drop the thighs in and just relax and rest here. Inhale, feeling a stretch. Don't be alarmed if you're doing this stretch and you notice like, ooh, muscles are getting tired. Yeah, that happens if you've not done these movements before or in a long time. So just take rest and move out of the position that might be slightly offensive. And if you're ready, you come back and try again. Now we're going to come back to bringing our feet closer to one another, and the soles of the feet might touch each other and face each other. And then we're just going to let the thighs drop out for a stretch of the inner thighs. And just hold here. You can have the hands on the thighs. If you're sitting in a chair that won't let the thighs, come out to the side, the next time you could kind of figure out how to be in a different position. But you might be doing this sitting on a very firm surface like the edge of your bed, and you're feeling very confident and stable. So you decide, and you can just let the thighs drop out and inhale and exhale. Just feel a gentle stretch of the inner thigh as you inhale and exhale. And once again, if I keep my mouth closed, my breathing will sound like this. Just noticing that everything that we do should feel good. Now, if this feels okay and I'm feeling steady and supported, I might even choose to drop my chin down, breathing, and maybe even roll down a little bit and breathe, and only go as far as it feels right. Inhaling and exhaling, holding steady. And then when I'm ready, I might come up, inhale and exhale. And bring my feet back. With my feet on those blocks, I might even decide to do that again. I feel pretty safe. I don't feel like I'm going to fall forward. I just drop down a little bit. Inhaling and exhaling, dropping and letting the head drop down and breathing. This is my beginning attempt to get you upside down. Inhale and exhale. It's most important that you feel solid and connected and supported. And you feel safe. Don't do anything that doesn't make you feel comfortable. It's not necessary. Here I'm just trying to drop down and get a stretch along the back of the body and feel a change in my position. And as you inhale and exhale, just come on up. Just breathe. And we could do that same thing if we weren't using the blocks. We could do a similar action. And here I might sit forward a little bit with my feet firmly planted and forward, and inhale. And then exhale, drop my head down and drop down and a little further and just kind of decide. And I might put my elbows down. And some of you who know and feel comfortable could put your hands a little lower and just drop down, making certain that you feel very safe and supported. And just find a position where you're breathing. Inhale and exhale. You can even rest. If I had one of these blocks, oh, look at that. Oh boy, and just rest. This is a variation of our child's pose. Inhale and exhale. I could
rest my crossed forearms. My forehead is resting on the crossed forearms, and my arms are on a block or a chair in front of me. It might even be on a table in front of me. And I'm just inhaling and exhaling and resting, and bringing my attention to the sensation of the rhythm of my breathing. Inhale and exhale. Steady and rhythmic. And then when you're ready, if you choose, you can come on up and just take your time. Remember to put your gaze on something that's not moving. I'll move that over. Inhale and exhale. That's what I have for us today. I'm so grateful that you took time out of your life to consider watching this video and maybe even practicing with me. Our therapeutic yoga, seated therapeutic yoga, is something that can be done every day. And even if you find that you only have 5 minutes, then that's good enough. If you have time for the whole video, fantastic. But I would encourage you to practice this regularly and then learn and practice and learn what we're doing. And do it as often as you need to. And after you practice for a while and you use the video, you'll know how to do this stuff, and do it as often as you can. I'll also encourage you to share this with someone that you love. Maybe you know someone who can't get out of their chair, or they are bedbound, or they need some help in getting their spirits motivated so that they can improve their well-being for the long term. Then say, hey, try this video. So I'm so grateful that you're here. I like to close this practice with the sound of Om, and you can just listen to this sound, or you can join me. We're going to do sound of Om out loud. We'll follow with a gentle inhalation and then a long, deep exhalation. So here we go. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bring the arms skyward, gently place the palms together, move them past the mind's eye, where we collect an intention. Let it be an intention that's honorable to ourselves and to all sentient beings. Bring that intention down into the heart center and plant it like a seed, that it might be able to germinate, to grow, and to spread through our own self and outward, emanating to all of our tissues. Thank you for allowing me to serve you in this practice, and thank you for honoring yourself in this practice. Namaste. Hi, my name is Dr. Nydia Darby. I'm the owner and director of Nydia's Yoga Therapy Studio and the Open Hand Institute here in San Antonio, Texas. You can get more information about therapeutic yoga and the therapeutic yoga programs that I have developed over the past almost now 40 years by going to my website, www.nydiasyogatherapy.com. I'm so encouraged that you're interested in learning a little bit more about how therapeutic yoga can help you improve your ability to function for the long term. Take a moment to take a breath. Remember, the only thing that you have to do is breathe, and everything should feel good. Namaste.